We'll go ahead and call this redevelopment meeting to order for November 10th at 4:30. Can I get a roll call?
Executive Director Brian Messmore,
Present.
President Brian Johnson,
Present.
Vice President Lenny Fryman,
Here.
Secretary Kevin Schaefer,
Here.
Member Janie Wilson, is Member Richard Richardson,
Present.
Lawrenceburg School Board Member Aaron Shepard,
Present.
City Attorney Del Weldon.
Here.
All right, thank you. If you guys had a chance to review the minutes from the previous meeting, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, motion pass. Announcements, Mr. Messmore.
I don't have any special announcements. I'll throw a couple extra things under old business. Kelly, did you make a copies of that thing I gave you?
No, but I can.
If you didn't ask her, she won't do it.
If I asked her, she would have done it.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. We'll see how far the conversation goes.
Okay, yeah, if you need me to run out and do that, I'm
Okay.
happy to.
All right, next, financial report. Kelly.
Oh, we didn't even print it out.
The balance for redevelopment as of November 3rd, 2025 is $942,465.45.
All righty, thank you very much.
This with, he doesn't,
Mr. Messmore, you got any new business would you like to discuss?
No new business.
I'm gonna get carpal tunnel
Well, that was easy. Old business,
Old business.
Mr. Messmore.
All right, Liberty Theater sign update. I have an itemized
You should see my desktop.
bill or report, I guess, of some additional work, the scope of the additional work that had to be done to the Liberty to install the sign. We had approved a $10,000 contingency to do the electrical work and some minor stuff inside. Well, during the installation, or trying to put in the support brackets inside and behind the brick walls and in the ceiling were unstable conditions. Old Lady Liberty was not as strong on the outside as we thought she was when we got our original quote for the sign and the installation. So that, in my opinion, I mean, it's not the best news we could get, but in my opinion, we're this far along and this close to installing that sign, then I'm going to ask for an additional $9,200 to complete the installation of the sign.
Is that on top of the contingency?
Pardon me?
That's on top of the contingency?
That's on top. Yeah, this is for work that wasn't scoped in the contingency. This is for
I
work
see. Gotcha.
that was merely because of the size and the weight of the sign, the points that were going to hold the weight, after we took the bricks off and got in there, there was not enough structure to hold the sign at those points. So then we have to go back in, and I didn't know it was going to get this far, but it is. And in order to re-engineer and have those drawings qualified to hold that weight, it comes out to $9,180, I think. But
Yes,
so we would take it out of capital.
which we have
So
enough to cover it.
it is what it is. I mean, I've been over there with them. I wasn't expecting all of that, but it is. So,
Has the sign already been manufactured?
yes. It'll be installed tomorrow or Wednesday. The great turn-on is scheduled for Friday. So
Okay.
I'm looking for support. I know you guys are probably squirming a little bit, but I think it's well within, it's what we need to do to complete that particular project.
Is there anybody else that can contribute to this as well? Any other grants out there? Any other, where did they get the money for the sign?
From the Convention and Visitors Bureau, that was over $33,000.
So they've got a pretty good nickel in it.
Yeah, that's a good question, but I mean, not in a timely fashion.
We don't approve this tonight, then that sign's not going up Friday.
There's a potential of that.
could we possibly go ahead and approve this contingency? But also, in the meantime, could you maybe make some phone calls and see if there's somebody else in there that'll share with the expense, possibly?
Yes,
It's worth a
yeah,
call, right?
I will do that if you will approve my recommendation, I will do that for you guys.
Does anybody else have any other suggestions or comments?
I'd make a motion to approve the additional funding for the sign with Brian's stipulation that Brian, the director, seeks
Yeah,
additional assistance.
And I'm already pushing back a little bit, but, you know, we meet today and the schedule's in place, so
It'll be a beautiful sign once it goes up. It'll really
it'll be fantastic.
And it's $9,200.
Yeah,
91?
So we don't want to
91,
exceed that.
and there's some change. I was just going to say 9,200, just,
All right, can I get a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
thank you very much. Thank you very, very much.
All right, next would be the Main Street report.
Good evening.
How are you?
I'm Gail with Lawrenceburg Main Street, and the report for tonight is our commercial exterior grant, the owner residential, owner-occupied residential, sign and awning, they're all complete for this year. We still have 2 non-owner residential exterior grants open, 2 blade signs, and 1 small business action grant, and 2 existing. And that will probably complete through the end of the year for, we have 1 grant to review next week for
Okay.
Erin Kelly, and that will complete the owner residential grant.
Okay.
Any questions?
I'm sure you've noticed there's been in particular this year, there's been a tremendous amount of work on homes throughout the community, both new builds and remodels, and I think it's exciting to see, and I think it's representative of the investments we've made in the downtown community. So, really looks nice.
Yeah. What about maybe, do we have any other potentials for like the owner-occupied on the horizon? Do we have, we have some flexibility to maybe shift some of that money away from some of the other grants that are still?
We have 1 owner occupied on the list. That's for next week.
And that would complete
That
that.
would be the last
Yeah.
one for the year. I don't know that are you turning down any applications right now because of that?
Not right now.
Yeah, because of the time of year, I wouldn't.
Yeah, it's November, it's
expect any
cold.
demand, but all you have to do is say, allow 1 new business action grant to be utilized for,
If need be.
if need be.
If need be,
And, because we're not going to have that happen in the next
No,
45 days.
no, and we still have 2 non-owner occupied
Yeah.
available. And
So-
so that most likely, given where we are in the year, those 2 will still roll till January.
Did you say 2 non-owner?
Non-owner
The owner
occupied.
Spent
Yeah.
for next, possibly next week, right?
Pardon me?
Yeah.
Owner-occupied will be,
Yes, if that grant gets approved, that will complete the owner residential. Yeah.
we got another meeting in November or December, so I think at that time, maybe we could, revisit. And if you have any other applications, maybe we could reappropriate.
That's fair enough. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Okay.
That way, if you get some interest, you can say, let's get started on it, and
Okay.
if not, we can do it in January when we reappropriate. But that's a good idea. Fair enough.
Okay, I will do that.
All right. Well, unless anybody else has any questions for you, I think we'll go ahead and move on down the line here.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Next, approval of claims.
Hold on, I got a couple more old business I want to throw out there.
Sorry about that.
No, that's my fault. I didn't put it on there. I just wanted to let you know that we are still working towards the closing on the framery. Dell, do you have anything to add to that, other than the fact that we're working towards a closing? And we're still working on the language and the appropriate release process for the RFP for Parkside Market. So we're both moving at the speed of light.
Well, on old business, two things. Have we heard anything back on the tax credit housing for Durban Plaza?
We have not, but we're due, I believe that's next week. I believe it's next week, the week before Thanksgiving is when that announcement will be made.
Did you send an email out about that once we get word? Just,
I'll let you know as soon as we know.
and then, where are we at with the Maple Street project last month?
We're moving, still working on some design details so that they can build the pro forma for the project costs. Working with utilities, trying to figure out the best ways to position the homes, should the garage doors be in the back or in the front. And, you know, they really look nice in the front, but it's a lot of concrete and a long way to the house. So, you know, I'm not really weighing in on whether the garage doors are in the front or the back. I'm allowing the developer to determine the best use of their planning to make it a successful project. But all indications are that they're all in. They're working with Atlas on the soils management report. That's really kind of the pothole that we're in now with that particular project. It's not anything to be afraid of. They've worked with soils management plans before. Just want to have a good handle on that again, preparing that final cost and allowing some contingency for potentially relocating some of that soil, which can go in a landfill. So,
Yeah. What about the big question mark about the utility taps and all that? What's conversations looking like on that so far?
we've not had any formal request, but I think they're looking at like running one tap and then metering the 12 units off that tap versus 12 taps. I'm not a utility person, so if I'm way off base, forgive me, but I think that's very doable.
Okay.
You follow me?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's
yeah, I
not,
understand.
it's not 12, and it might be 2 because there's 2 buildings, which would make most sense, but
Okay.
Brian, are they leaning towards owner occupied or rental?
they have committed to owner occupied.
Okay. I've gotten some feedback that
Yeah.
the community wants owner occupied.
And I will tell you that I spoke with a developer and expressed that there was a pretty big desire, you know, from most people that they preferred that, and there was really no hesitation to go down that path. And obviously, it's a different business model for them, but I think to their credit, they were amenable to the desires of most of us. Thank you for asking.
And the comprehensive plan.
So on another,
Actually, I could show you what the comprehensive plan says, but
well, I don't know that we've, got into this before, but will this qualify for the new
no,
home? Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure of.
no, that'd about break us.
Just wanted to make sure, because
No. No, that,
the question will be asked.
yeah,
So,
no, that's been debunked.
okay. Any other old business?
No, you're the one that keeps coming up with it.
No, I'm not. What about announcements you're hiding from yourself there? All right, if not, we're going to go ahead and approve the claims.
I've got a question.
Yes.
Yeah,
On the tax credit housing, does the county's project interfere or conflict at all with our plans and desires?
it does not, and.
Do we need that many coming online
Well-
at one time?
Okay, so what Kevin is referring to is there is another development firm that's looking at some property that the county owns up by the hospital to do a 4% tax credit application. We're doing the 9% tax credit application, so they are, and probably not competing together whatsoever at all. The 4%.
Each would attract a different clientele.
Some of the same, but the 4% allows for some higher earning units to be like at 80% of LMI
Okay.
versus, so they have more units that in the higher bracket than the 9%, which has more units in the lower brackets. So it's feeding or supporting some of that population. It's, you know, almost a workforce housing type development, a little more on the working folks who are less dependent on the government assistance, but also could use a little at some point. So if, we'll get our announcement in November next week, and their time frame is probably closing on the property, if all the due diligence works well, probably sometime late next summer. So, that,
Okay. I appreciate that
no,
explanation.
thanks for asking, and
All right.
thank you, my tax credit knowledge.
Now we'll move on to approval of claims. Can I get a motion, please?
So move.
Mr. Fryman, second.
I'll second.
Mr. Schaefer, all those in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you. Comments from the audience? I think we're good there. I'll ask for a motion for adjournment, please.
So
So move.
All in favor? Aye.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, guys.
That was almost a long one. It lasted longer than I thought it would.
Yeah, thank you. Good questions.